Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about RSD. It's a manifestation of emotional dysregulation, which is something I suffer with real bad, but it's unresearched and usually unmentioned as a symptom of ADHD. I've drawn you some pictures, so let's get on with it. RSD, rejection sensitive dysphoria, is extreme emotional sensitivity and pain triggered by the perception that a person has been criticised or rejected by important people in their life. It can also be triggered by the feeling of falling short, failing to meet their own high standards, or other people's expectations. RSD is one of the most common and disruptive manifestations of emotional dysregulation, which is a common but under-researched symptom of ADHD, particularly in adults and females. RSD is a brain-based symptom and is not thought to be caused by trauma. It causes mood swings, and they can make a person seem to have a full-on major mood disorder, as it did me, and I was misdiagnosed quite a few times. Sometimes it comes with suicidal thinking if these feelings are internalised. If externalised, it's usually expressed as rage. A person with ADHD can have multiple episodes of mood dysregulation in a single day, and I witnessed this firsthand with myself. Signs of RSD are sudden emotional outbursts following real or perceived rejection or criticism, withdrawal from social situations, negative self-talk and self-harm, avoidance of social situations or settings, making it hard to distinguish between RSD and social anxiety, which is another thing that's happened with me. I do actually have social anxiety, but my RSD makes it worse. It can also cause low self-esteem and poor self-perception, constant harsh negative self-talk that leads to becoming their own worst enemy. It also causes rumination and preservation, which is a big part of mine. Sometimes I'm like a dog with a bone. I can't let things go. If it doesn't make sense in my mind, I can't put it to sleep until I have some closure. And the preservation part, self-preservation, I do it all the time. I remove myself from situations, or even don't even want to be part of situations sometimes. It causes relationship problems because you feel constantly attacked, judged, and you're responding defensively, which is something that my husband pointed out to me for years that I do. And it wasn't until I became self-aware that I started to be able to manage this a little bit better. The differences between RSD and ADHD and a mood disorder are, in a mood disorder, mood changes are triggered out of the blue. With RSD and ADHD, mood changes always have a trigger. With mood disorders, mood shifts are gradual over weeks. But with RSD and ADHD, mood shifts are instantaneous. With mood disorders, offset of mood change can take weeks or months, but with RSD and ADHD, episodes end in a matter of hours. With mood disorders, duration of mood lasts more than 2 weeks, but with RSD and ADHD, episodes rarely last more than a few hours, and you can go through it a few times in one day. RSD is not seen as a symptom of ADHD, like emotional dysregulation is, but it is prevalent in people who have ADHD. If you want to take a look at my picture here that I drew, this will show you what people think ADHD is, which would be trouble focusing, fidgeting, and that is a behavioural disorder. But if you look at the bottom, what ADHD actually is, and it's got all of these subsymptoms. Not everybody gets all of them. Some of us just get a few of them. Some people find it harder with the inattentiveness. I, unfortunately, have all of these symptoms. And if you are out there and you have all of these too, you have my deepest sympathy and empathy, but there are ways to manage it. Please look into resetting your default mode network. I've done a video or two on this before. If you go onto my TikTok, have a look at one of the pinned videos about the default mode network and how to reset it. It's very, very interesting for people with ADHD.